Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are fishing just a small shallow lake, fishing a pretty classic pattern. Early pre-spawn out today. We got stumps, wood, shallow grass. We're gonna be fishing a lot of chatterbaits, rattle traps, swim jigs, the fun stuff, the aggressive stuff. And hopefully we're gonna show you how to catch early season cold water fish. Largemouth fishing today. Let's go, guys. We're out here, it's late April, we're fishing a pre-spawn pattern for largemouth on a pretty unique lake. It's shallow, there's grass, there's stumps, and that involves some of my favorite techniques, and that's power fishing. And swim jigs, chatterbaits, rattle traps, crankbaits, stuff like that. Looking for the warmest water we can find, dead grass, and fish that are trying to move up and getting ready to spawn. A lot of times in these lakes, you're gonna find them concentrated in certain little areas, and that's because they're grouped up. But as soon as the weather breaks, these fish are gonna spread out and they're gonna start finding a place that they can nest and bed. And that's what we're trying to do, we're trying to find the wad. Let's go. Trying for the love of all that is holy. I guess not that big of a freaking place. Gosh, that stump looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure there's about 1 billion crappies in there. Just hold it. And I want to flip the bite so bad. I want to set the hook on one so bad with this. A meat stick and goat rope. No, this is not a rod people, I think, really look at or choose for light flipping, because the specs really don't show that it should be. It's just a St. Croix Legend Tournament 8-foot heavy, and it's made for heavier applications. Like, it's good up to like an ounce weight, but I find that the tip is light enough. And it's balanced, like super balanced. And I've been able to throw like an 1/8 ounce Senko with this thing and not have an issue. So it is easily my favorite open water flipping rod. Oh, that's cool. There's gotta be fish around this thing. It jumps up this point. Jumps up to 2 feet, and there's a nice little, I am shocked that there was not one right there. I think I want to stay on that, ride that edge of like 4 feet where it comes up to 2 feet. Just sit in that edge until we find something a little bit different. Like, we've never been to this lake before, so heard good things about it, but the best way to do it is just look at the most obvious first, like your big points, your isolated wood. In this case, we've got tons of wood. So if you have a lot of the same thing, pick up a couple moving baits, especially if you have the conditions like we have, varied sunlight, a good little breeze. Like, it's perfect moving bait conditions. If you have that, pick up your favorite moving bait and just go and learn the lake until you find something a little different, or where the majority of the fish are sitting. This lake is not big. I'm sure there are pockets in this lake where most of the fish are sitting. Ooh, that's aggressive. nice, 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 nice. Classic pre-spawn pattern. We're sitting on the north end of the lake, and there's all these spawning stumps behind us, but there's just a small tiny patch of grass that's out there, submerged grass. Classic black and blue chatterbait, jackhammer, nice 2.5 pound fish. Let's go see if there's a couple more staged up right there. Awesome. There is a spot on this lake, I'm sure right now, that is a little bit unobvious. Probably gonna have to do a little looking, but just seeing how there's not that many fish up right now, there is a spot where they're ganged up, and ganged up by some serious numbers. This lake has a lot of fish in it. You can tell just by the cover. For not that big of a lake, there's a lot of places for them to hide. And when there's a lot of cover in the water, that usually means there's a big population. It's just where is the guessing game. Because now a small lake like this turns into a much bigger lake with a lot of places to look. And if you're getting the hint that the obvious shallow stuff isn't working, your gut's probably telling you they're not there. So it's time to make some moves. I caught that first one. There was a patch of that scrubby grass, which isn't much, but a lot of times in a field of wood, that's all you need to find is something a little bit different. So that's what we're gonna do. Try to find more of it.
Oh, it's nice wood.
Yep. Now I want scummy, crappy grass. I don't. Fish are dumb. Like the most glorious isolated bush? Absolutely not. No. That one. Nice! So, like a couple of bumbleheads, we caught a couple fish off this bank prior. And instead of sticking it out and continuing to fish it, we decided we're gonna look for more fish. Tech tip, or tip, don't go finding fish when you already know where fish are. I'm dumb. Oh, that was a good bite. That was a really good bite. Not a big one, not a big one, not a big one, but we're getting closer. We're getting bites. We're getting bites. Oh, we are back on the shoreline that we caught some fish on. This isn't a big one, but I'm pretty sure we know what's coming here. The bites are coming a lot more consistently. But I can see on my side imaging that there's nice clumps of patchy grass and like the best grass that I've found in the lake. And those are genuinely hot spots, especially if they're on the northern side of the lake. We wasted a lot of time today looking for fish when we had them right under our nose the whole time. Oh wow, is that good grass. We're gonna make a couple passes. That was textbook, like chatterbait pop, hit grass pop, hit one more grass pop, slack line, goody. That's the one thing with the chatterbait. Chatterbait works if you're, I mean, you can straight reel it, that's fine. And you will catch some fish, but like it's gotta be deflecting off something. Whether it's wood, preferably grass, just because the reaction when you get off of grass and you're not getting hung up all the time is what makes this bait. Because nothing else can really deflect like that, unless it's maybe a square bill at times, but chatterbait's kind of the king for that reason. Oh. Oh. Hello. Nice. another buck, but we're getting closer. We're getting closer, again on the chatterbait. It is, I'm sure you've heard plenty of that, but the chatterbait is a pretty good bait in the springtime. And I am throwing a jackhammer even up here in pike country. Just, if you throw a lot of chatterbaits, you will know the difference pretty much immediately in your rod tip. The jackhammer, Mark, are you snagged back there? That's okay. That's okay, we'll wait. The jackhammer, if you notice you run your baits a lot, you'll notice the bait is wore off on the side from the bait hitting the blade hitting the head of the bait. And you can feel that in your rod tip if you throw chatterbaits a lot. It has a lot more knocking, it's a lot more crisp sound, and obviously better components, but the sound is what makes it. That son of a, he was way up there. Another one right up there.
Another shallow bass.
Not a big one, not a big one, not a big one. Not a big one. That's okay. I'm not. That's okay. Little guy, jackhammer. We'll wait to talk until we get a big one. Same spot though, maybe? 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 No? That's okay. Knew that would work. I knew that would work. Good one. All right, so this is that same patch that I caught a decent one in before. I threw a chatterbait in there, no bite. Switched up. Switched up, threw a trap. First cast, got him. If you know there's a spot that you've caught a fish on, especially in the pre-spawn, there's a reason. There's more fish. In this case, it was a grass bed. It was a grass patch that's a little bit farther off the bank, isolated spot, and that's a little female. So I'm guessing there's gonna be a few more in there. But if you know a spot is good, you know, you caught a fish on it or you had a bite on it, there's a reason. There's definitely more fish there. So even if you don't get a bite on, say, your initial bait that you have been catching fish on, try something else real quick. Like that took one cast. I put that rod down, grabbed the trap rod, and made like 3 cranks and got them. See if there's another one in there. Please, please, that'd be sweet. Oh, ooh, oh, ooh, ooh, ooh. He bumped it up to the surface. I think got it too. The little Tennessee shad's a good perch color. There's one. Better one. Chatterbait. One of the surefire ways to catch fish in the springtime in the grass, the chatterbait. We spent all day looking for a little hot spot that we could find multiples of fish, and finally we found it on the place that we got our first bite. And usually these fish run in packs this time of the year, grouped up to spawn, getting ready to push up and start doing their thing. Found a lot of bucks today, handful of small little females, but that's how it goes. You never know what you're actually gonna catch. But anyway, great turnaround today after making some dumb mistakes early on and not coming back to this bank. North side of a lake, warmest water, a little bit of a difference with some grass. That's all it takes. If you like these videos, please like the video, subscribe to our channel, Fish or Famine. If you have any questions, please below in the comment section, let us know what you have. We'll try to answer to the best of our ability. And if you have any suggestions, please let us know.